What up, Fearless Agent Nation? Colton, Lindsay coming to you live this Tuesday, and I'm coming at you with a very important topic. I got a question on my Insta story today. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you can check me out at the WGR. I'm always posting some cool stuff there. Anyways, the question was, how do you stay motivated? His exact question was, how do you stay motivated when you're getting told no all day, cold calling, right? He even said, I'm starting to believe that no one ever wants to sell their house. How many times have you felt some defeat, some fear, some doubt, some worry, some frustration, you just kind of feel like you might be losing the game a little bit? If that's you, post yes, whether you're watching live or recorded. Also, I want you to put where you're from in the comments. I'd love to continue to learn where you guys are from here in the Fearless Agent Facebook group. So I kind of reworded that question to say, well, how do you deal with, how do you stay motivated? That's really the topic of this. And I've had probably 3 people ask me that question in the last 24 hours. How do you stay motivated? Okay, and so that's what I wanted to spin this topic off of even more. So how do you stay motivated when you're facing defeat with prospecting and in your real estate sales business? And let me give you an example of what defeat kind of looks like, and you're going to face it daily. For example, Jeremy had a contract canceled today that was a $12,000 commission. That sucks, true or true. That's some of the defeat that I'm talking about that you're dealing with every single day. Or when someone swears at you on the phone, or someone's upset with you, or I remember several months ago, I had someone literally call the police on me because they got a postcard in the mail from me, right? Those are those little challenges that you have to deal with every single day. And I don't know if you guys have been aware of this or not. It seems to be that some people are always in a positive mindset, and a lot of people stay in that victim mindset. Okay, so I want to give some shout outs. Tatum, thanks for hopping on. Hope you're enjoying since you joined the Fearless Agent Nation. Edward, Ronnie, what's up? Neff, glad to see you on here. Understanding this, motivation you have to create every single day. Every single day. Colton, good info. You're lagging a little though. I'm not sure what that means, lagging. I'm guessing that has to do with the delay of live stream. There is going to be a lag in that. If that's what you mean, I'm not quite sure. Anyways, motivation doesn't happen just instantly. It has to start with your mindset. And I'm going to write this word down. Imagination. Your imagination is the only place you can trigger motivation. Okay, I don't know if you notice this. For those of you that go to the gym, right, or those of you that don't go to the gym, you can both relate. Do you get motivated to go to the gym before you go or after you've been done? Do you feel better before or after? For me, it's always afterwards. My motivation picks up once I get started. Okay, so a couple things that you can do. Number 1 is trigger your imagination. I always write my goals down. Right now, I even write my goals, that I write my goals 3 times a day, so it will remind me to write my goals down several times throughout the day. So a little trick that I do when I'm prospecting and things are down is I will start writing my goals down, right? I wrote a list today, just a couple is, I drink 200 ounces of water per day. I earn $150,000 a month. WGR signs 25 new clients per month, right? These are just a few of the goals that I write down, okay? Another thing that I do, and I know this might sound a little awkward for some of you, but I believe, and I'm just writing a note so I can show you, is I believe that your mind creates your reality. Your inner world projects your outer world. Okay, so I'll sit and write dollar signs, right? I don't know if you can see that. I literally will write hundreds of dollar signs just so I can see dollar signs when I'm having a downer day, right? And I learned that from a book. I think it was either Magic of Believing or Psycho-Cybernetics, one of those books, Magic of Thinking Big, one of those 3 books that helped me really train my mind. Okay, so number 1 is create imagination. Okay, you got to imagine the positivity, the world that you want to create. Number 2 is take massive action. Take massive action. The only way to kill, see, motivation, a lack of motivation means you have a plethora, you have an abundance of, right? Abundance is a positive and a negative, if you weren't aware of that. Abundance of negative energy, right? So lack of motivation equals fear, equals doubt, equals worry, equals frustration. Okay, disappointment, deflation, right? Those are all negative sentiments, negative words, feelings, energy. So that's lack of motivation. The number 1 way to suffocate fear and doubt and worry and to kill that off completely is through massive action. So go take some action. Another way that you can do it is if you're feeling defeat on one way, you can phase shift your energy. Okay, so you're prospecting, cold calling, go door knock. Go do something different. Go have another way to communicate and start to shake things up a little bit, but don't fail to do the one thing that will kill fear, which is to take massive action, okay? So you have to act your way into right thinking. I just posted or made a video about that the other day here in the feed. Might have even been yesterday. So my point is to answer that question, how do you stay motivated? Understand it's like Zig Ziglar said, it's like bathing. You have to do it every single day. You have to motivate yourself every single day. You have to use your imagination every single day to trigger your motivation, to trigger yourself such that you want to go do something even when you don't want to do it, okay? The winners that win big in any industry, even specifically in real estate, because that's what we do, right? They take the action even when they don't feel like it. Even when they feel like doing something else, they get up and do it. Let me give you an example. The other day, I did not feel like going to the gym. And the guy that I work out with here on my team, Vaughn, he didn't feel like it either. In fact, I was going to skimp out a little bit, and he had already started without me. And thank goodness that he had started without me so I could hop into the middle of it and continue and do a full workout that day. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. And at the end of it, I felt more motivation when I had completed it than when I had began. So how can you relay that into your sales business, okay? You've got to do things even when you don't want to do it, particularly setting appointments, prospecting, generating leads. That is the input activity. That's the roots that determine your fruits, okay? So when you're doing that and you kind of got some down energy in between calls, instead of wasting time looking on YouTube or the news or Facebook or whatever crap that you do, and I know you do it because I fall into that trap as well. Don't pretend like you don't. Instead of doing that, start writing your goals down. Start writing the things that you want to create into reality. And I say this, do not make reasonable goals, make unreasonable targets. Okay? I would rather fall short of my goal of earning $1 million a year. I'd rather fall short at hit 75% of that than to hit my goal 100% at a realistic goal of earning $500,000 a year. You see the difference? So get unrealistic with your lives, get unrealistic in that imagination. And when you get unrealistic, don't worry necessarily about the how. This is the one time that I'm going to tell you not to worry about the how. Just worry about how it makes you feel, right? Worry about getting into that positive mindset of getting up, going over and over again, and be in Fearless Agent coaching and training to learn the trainers out there, and I'm coming at this, guys, from, I'm on your side. I'm an agent like you guys. I do very little coaching. The only coaching I do is with my team. I don't do any coaching. I do on-stage training, and I do webinars and teleseminars and stuff like that, but coaching I really don't do a ton of, so I'm coming at this same angle as you, okay? One of the things I've observed about almost every coaching program out there is they're selling you constantly on your big why. I know my big why. It's simple. I got 2 little girls. I want them to have the best life possible. More than likely, you already know what your big why is. You don't need help finding out your big freaking why. And in fact, I know a lot of people that know their big why, but they ain't performing. They ain't doing it because they don't know how. That's why I love Fearless Agent coaching and training. It literally teaches the how. It teaches you how to get into the game and start playing even if you suck. And even if you suck, get in and play. The more you play, the more you'll get better. The better you get, the better your results will be, the more money you'll make at the end of the day. So, recapping, how do you stay motivated? Start with imagination. Imagine the life that you want. Great way to do that is by writing goals. I know y'all want more money, so start writing dollar signs. Start writing that stuff down, and that will just trigger the thought, okay? The thought will just trigger it. And then the other thing is, which is probably even more important, is act yourself into thinking the right way. So take action even when you don't want to. And once you go through the action, that's when the motivation will formulate. It's only after action does motivation formulate, not before. I hear so many people say, I need motivated to get going. No, you need to get going so you can get motivated. You see the difference? Don't get motivated to get going to get motivated. If you guys are part of Fearless Agent Nation, I appreciate you. Send me messages. You can send me instant messages on Messenger, through Insta Story, through email, whatever way you guys want to get in touch with me. Let me know. I want to hear your questions so I can get them on these live streams for you. Remember to post where you're from. I want to hear where you guys are from. I had someone watching my live prospecting today on my YouTube channel. He was from Ireland, right? I've got people from Ukraine following. I got people from Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada. I love hearing where you guys are from. Tatum, glad that this created some value for you. Jonathan, Ken, glad you guys hopped on. Make sure to go join Fearless Agent if you haven't already. Promise you it will change your life and will get you acting into the right direction. Instead, focus on what's in your inner world. What's going on in your head, okay? What's going on in your reality? Because whatever you're projecting, whatever's going on there, whatever's in 3D, okay, that's because of what you're projecting from your inner world.